Welcome to a story about why most sales meetings are broken and what you can do about it to fix it. So let's meet the hero of our story. Here's Bob. Bob is a business leader that really cares about growing his team, his customers, and his business. And one of the things that Bob is responsible for is running a team of salespeople. And Bob knows for certain that a well-run sales meeting can have an incredible impact on the confidence and development of his team. The sales meeting is a critical link between management and the sales team. It's a great tool to update the sales staff on product knowledge, selling skills, sales goals, marketing direction, and customer service needs. It is an opportunity to encourage, reward, and inspire. There should be genuine enthusiasm and anticipation for these meetings. But instead, every week, Bob's sales meeting turns out to be a bit of a shambles. People arrive late and not very focused. The discussion rambles off topic. Everybody feels bad. Nothing gets resolved. Motivation drops off. People hate coming to these meetings. Everyone feels kind of stuck. Like, what should we do next? And to make things really bad, sales seem to be getting harder and going down. So some of the stuff that Bob's team talk about in relation to their sales meeting are things like the sales meetings are boring, the meetings waste people's time, they don't focus on real-world customer situations, the meetings never accomplish anything, they cover old ground and seldom settling the issues. The meetings are an opportunity to get together and gripe. My manager, being Bob, can't run a meeting. It's going nowhere and getting there far too slowly, and the meeting has no agenda. So maybe this is all Bob's fault. Maybe he's not giving the team what they want. Maybe they want different things. What does Bob want? And what does the team want? So Bob wants to motivate the sales team, and he wants to help them sell more. And Bob's sales team, well, they want to be inspired, and they want to focus on activities that can help them sell. Okay then, if Bob's sales meetings are broken, but Bob and the sales team want the same things, and everybody wants to fix it, what can he do about it? What should he put in place to change things? And then Bob thinks about his friend Warren, and he knows that Warren has a great business with a really enthusiastic, high-performing sales team. So Bob decides to ask Warren, what are you doing on a weekly basis to run an effective sales meeting? And so Warren shares the story of what his sales team does on a weekly basis in order to stay engaged, motivated, and moving forward. And the first thing they do on a weekly basis is they talk about their goals. They have a small number, 2 or 3, goals that are clear, precise, and inspiring. And the team keeps those goals in front of them at all times, and particularly when they get together as a team. And these goals help to align the team, make sure they're heading in the right direction, and keep them motivated and inspired and enthusiastic about what they're doing. The second thing they do on a weekly basis is focus on their priorities, the things that they're really going to make a difference in moving them towards their goals, and they get really clear about what those things are. The third thing they do on a weekly basis is they show some progress towards their goals. So they have a small number of key performance indicators that show how well the team is performing and how close they are to achieving their goals, and that they're making some improvements and heading in the right direction. The fourth thing they do is that everybody gets clear on an individual basis what it is that they need to focus on, and the team holds each other accountable for the achievement of those activities. So each week, each member of the team shares their number one action priority, the thing that they're going to focus on getting done, and the following week when they get together as a team, they share their progress or the barriers that they've come up against about those action priorities. And the fifth thing they do when they get together on a weekly basis is they really start to share some of the learnings from the previous week. So because they have so much structure around how the meeting works, what comes out of it is some specific things that people have put in place that worked really well, and they get to share those with the team, and everybody gets an understanding of that and how I can apply that to myself in the next week. And they hear about the things that people have got stuck on, the blockages, the barriers, the things that didn't work, and people can share some ways that they've got around those in the past. So there's a real element of sharing to the weekly meeting. So Warren talks about some of the benefits they've got from having this type of a structure. And he talks about the progress they've made as a business, how motivated the sales team is, how successful the sales team feels, the fact that the company's making more money, the salespeople are making more money, they're grabbing market share, and in a large part it's due to the structure and the discipline that they've put in place on a weekly basis to get together and run an effective sales meeting. So Bob thinks this all sounds fairly straightforward. It's really not as complicated as he originally thought. It really takes, get clear about what you want to do, how you're going to do it, and then have the discipline to do it on a weekly basis. So Bob talks to his sales team about this. They share his frustration about the ineffective sales meetings that they have. He says, I've had this conversation with Warren. This is what he's doing. I think it's a great idea. Get some input from the team, and they start having their sales meetings with the same structure that Warren has on a weekly basis. And pretty soon, what Bob sees is a massive transformation in his sales team. And very soon, they're making fantastic progress towards some goals. The team's feeling really motivated and successful and enthusiastic. The business is making more money. The salespeople are making more money. They're grabbing market share off their competitors. And it's a massive turnaround from where the business was at a short time before. So if you'd like to receive a copy of the 10-step guide that Warren shared with Bob about how to turn ineffective sales meetings into really enthusiastic, productive meetings for your salespeople, then you can download a copy and just go to the website howtorunAsalesmeeting.com.